like about an hour ago. It's 5:40 a.m. right now, and I was able to help hubby get ready for work. Today's the 7th. I'm gonna make sure I pull that on the screen. Today's the 7th. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, hi, I'm Priscilla Savage. I'm an indie author, a ghostwriter, and a book editor. So today we're gonna be doing some drafts. Okay, we're gonna be some writing sprints, not some drafts. We're gonna be doing some writing sprints. I have my Kindle. Like I tried this last week, like for the whole of last week, and it worked. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this today. I want to make this like because I've been trying different like routines and stuff just to see which ones will work for me. I tried writing at night, that worked for a little bit. I tried writing in the mornings, and I realized that writing in the mornings really works for me. Also at nighttime, my face is still kind of oily. So what we're going to do right now, I have my tea. The handle is broken. So we're still working on this second draft. We're still working on the second draft. I know, guys, I've been working on this draft for a long time, and I really want to finish it. Realistically, I think I can finish this draft by tomorrow. I mean, yesterday I did a little bit of writing, and then after that I outlined the rest of the draft. And I think that realistically I can finish this tomorrow, or at the very latest next week, on Monday of next week, which is, looking at my calendar, which is the 11th. So tomorrow is the 8th. So I don't work on Saturdays because Saturday is the Sabbath. We observe the Sabbath. And so I don't do any like work or anything on Saturday. And on Sunday, I like to prepare content, which I need to get better at doing that on Sunday, preparing content, social media content for the week. That's why I'm thinking that if I cannot finish this draft on Friday, which is tomorrow, the 8th, um, I think I can finish it on Monday. But we're going to try to shoot for tomorrow. I'm honestly not sure if I can do it by tomorrow because tomorrow we're going to be out of town. By the time this video goes up, I might be done with the draft. I really might be done. I don't think I want to post this draft until next week. By the time this vlog goes up on my channel, I might be done with the draft. So I don't plan on I don't plan on uploading this vlog until next week. So I want to schedule it for next week, Tuesday. So ideally, I think by the time you're watching this, I should be done with this draft. Honestly, that's the plan. That's the plan. um so I want to I honestly want to write for like 30 minutes straight, and so I'm going to take a break after that, and I'm going to take a break after that because I already, like, the thing is, and this is really good, this is really cool for me, and I think this is going to be really helpful. I have my notebook, which is like behind this camera, this phone right now, where I put all the outline, and so I kind of redid the outline with the second draft, and so I have the outline on the document, like at the bottom of each like chapter ish of the document, and so I'm just going to be looking at the outline while I'm like working on the scene, so which is very helpful for me. I don't even have to look at my notebook anymore. I have everything on the screen. Um, so we know that we're really close. We know. I'm going to play some music. I don't think this music is going to go in the edited version of this vlog, but I'm gonna play it for me because it really helps me. It really helps me get in that zone. Um, so that's what we're gonna do, and I'm thinking that. Oh no, I shouldn't be doing that. I love movies, and I just like saw something on YouTube where it's like, I think I might want to watch this later on, and it's free with ads. So I'm gonna save this to my watch later Not now. Today, right now, we're trying to write. So I'm not gonna watch any movies right now. It's too early for that too. It's like 5:47 in the morning. So let me play my favorite playlist, which has been the Hayden Game playlist. So let me play my favorite playlist, which has been soundtracks from the movie The Hayden Game. If you know the movie, it's really good. So I've been like playing the playlist. Two songs, specifically two songs on the playlist. The Closet Pitch and the Walking in Circles. So those have been the two songs. I mean, the other songs are not bad, but these two songs are the ones that like really put me in that writing space. So we're gonna play that in the background. Open my documents. We're gonna start. Let me set up the springtime, the timer, because we I want to work with timer. I want to what's the word? I want to measure my progress. So, and one thing I've been doing, guys, one thing I've been doing is I've been writing down like title ideas for this book. I started with one title, and then later on, it just seemed like this well of suggestions just came, and I just started writing them as I thought about them. And I'm not really sure, so I might put that up as a poll for you guys to pick for me, or I might send that out in my mailing list for my subscribers to my newsletter. So I think it's just gonna be really fun just to see what you guys choose. I'm thinking about doing that. I or I can ask my writing group. I'm in this writing group on Facebook, so I might ask them. But I think I want to bring it up to those on my mailing list first. I think it'll be fun to have them like just choose what title would they want to read. Just kind of like put it as a poll. I have like I have about 10 to 15 of them, guys. It's a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do all 10 and ask people on my mailing list to choose which one. Okay, so we're in chapter 34, I think. Um, or I'll just, ask, but I definitely want to ask somebody, like which one would you gravitate towards? Which one would you, are you most likely, or are you most likely to read what title, right? And so the highest is just what I'm going to choose. I'm probably going to tweak it a little bit, but yeah, so we're in chapter 34, and when I go back and do a third draft, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a third draft, and hopefully by the third draft we're like really close to like polishing things. This is still the second draft, so this is chapter 34, but I'm pretty sure that some of the chapters are longer than others. I want to make sure when I'm going to like later on to polish this draft, which is very common, I'm going to kind of tweak the chapters a little bit and probably add um bring some chapters together or separate some chapters, but I don't think it's going to be like, it's not going to be very long as far as the chapters go. So I don't want it to be no more than 40 chapters, to be honest. If anything, no more than 40. And I'm honestly not planning to put an epilogue in this book, which is crazy because all of my books, if I'm not mistaken, I think all of my books have an epilogue, all except for two. I'm not sure, two or one, but most of my books have an epilogue. So I'm thinking of not doing that here. Um, and I should have said this earlier. All of the links to my books are in the description box below. I have 5 books currently in Amazon, and you can check the links in the description box below and check my books and let me know what you think. I write forbidden romance mostly, books, forbidden age gap, that sort of thing. So if you like that, I mean, I work with different tropes: enemies to lovers, friends to lovers, um, boss and employee. And right now, I'm gonna be writing. I'm working on. I think it's okay that I say this. Yes, I'm working on the dad's best friend romance. It is my first time working on a book like this. That I'm just like, I'm excited. Like I genuinely enjoyed the process of starting this book, and definitely gonna be rewriting the beginning. I think I want to rewrite the beginning, but for now we're just gonna keep going. I'm later on take notes and see where we need to work on. Okay, so I'm in chapter 34 and it's 5:52 right now. My alarm is gonna go up at 6 because at 6 o'clock I'm supposed to be doing something else. But for today I wanted to try this. So I'll probably have to go back and cancel that alarm. But right now what we want to do is I want to set a I'm gonna set a 20 minutes timer. Okay, we do a 20 minutes timer. This is where we are. And some of those scenes, I might have to expand on them. But for now, I just want to get everything out. So later on, we can go back and take notes and do a third draft. And hopefully, that'll be our final draft before we start tweaking things. So I'm going to do a 20 minutes timer. Okay. And yep. And start. Okay, so 20 minutes is up. I didn't tell you guys how much, how many words I started with. Um, so I started with 212 words. I didn't tell you guys that. I should have. Let's calculate how much we've written in 20 minutes. Let me bring up my calculator here. So we started with 212. Right now I have 1007. I'm writing a scene that's like, this is not really my favorite scene. Not because it's not interesting, but because I mean, it has some suspense there, but at the same time, it's like, it's just one of the downs of my love, the two main characters, right? So the female main character is like, just, I don't want to give too much away, but she's like, wondering what's up with the love interest, right? So it's some tension there, it's some suspense there, like what's going on. And this is after like they've like, they're good and they're together. But it's just no love romantic relationship is without its lows, right? So I'm really trying to make this book as realistic as possible. I know it's fiction, but it's like I don't want it to be perfect. Like relationships have problems. Like every relationship, I don't care what they portray on social media, every relationship has something that they're going to deal with if they haven't dealt with it. It's just how you handle it. That's what makes the difference. Okay. So they're going through it right now. Like I'm sorry that I'm doing this to my main characters, like, or my female main character. I'm like so sorry I'm doing this, but I have to do it. It's a part of the plot. Okay. It's not going to be all perfect and like candy and roses. I'm like really sorry that I'm doing this, but it's like I just have to do it. You know, I'm sorry. I need to get a camera, like an actual camera. Like I need to invest in a camera. Like this is real, guys. This is me. This is what I deal with. Okay, I'm not trying to, you know, fake this thing, but I would have loved for you guys to see this. Maybe I'm gonna change the angle later on. But let's see how much we've written. We started with 212 words. Now we have 1007. So 1007 minus 212. So we've written 795 words. That's not too bad. Let me show you guys real quick. So now we've written 795 words. That's not too bad, but I was hoping I would get to 1,000, but that's not bad. I think I'm gonna keep going. Maybe I'll do like a 10-minute sprint so I can round up this scene, finish up this scene that I'm trying to write, and then I don't think I'll be done with the chapter, but I think I'll be done with this scene. So after that, we're gonna take a break. Chapter 34, which at the end of everything, this might not be in chapter 34. Um, but right now, this is what we have. And 1,007 words so far in this chapter. I'm going to go ahead and do a 10-minute sprint so I can finish up this scene. We might keep going because when I'm in the zone, I like to take advantage of it and just write. And before going to do, I don't really have much to do today. I have a call to make, probably some calls to make later on, but other than that, I have to clean. I don't think I have to cook today, but tomorrow definitely cooking. So I might write some more, honestly. um I might write some more because it'll be crazy, good kind of crazy if I finish this draft tomorrow, and I'm really pushing to finish it tomorrow. I think I'm close for sure because this is kind of like one of the climaxes. um but you get the point. So hopefully, ideally, I want to finish it tomorrow, like I said. But we'll see. So what I want to do is I want to do another sprint, but we finish this cup of tea. I'm gonna pour myself some more, and then we're gonna do a 10-minute sprint. And I think after that, I'm going to take a break. Um, I think after that, I'm going to take a break. Um, go shower. I want to shower. I'll take a break. I'll go shower. And have breakfast. I need to have breakfast because I haven't had breakfast. And after that, do some cleaning and probably have a Bible study, which is one of the things I want to definitely make be more consistent on. Probably gonna have that. And one thing I have not mentioned this. I don't think I've said this. I know that if you've read any of my books, let me just a little bit. Let me say this. Now, if you've read any of my books, you know that I'm not too big on spice. Like steamy books. Nevaeh of Love and Tears has been most, or my spiciest book so far. Um, Not too explicit, but it does, go there as far as like sexual like scenes. But it's if you've read the first version and you're reading the second version, I cut a lot of that explicitness of it. But it's still spicy. It does not take away from the spiciness. Nevaeh of Love and Tears is spicy. It's a really mature book. It really deals with a lot of big, mature adult themes, and it's like a trigger warning and stuff. Um, a Willow of Love and Tears is not too. It's not spicy. On a scale of like, okay, let me. I think I've rated this before. Let me just take a moment and just rate it, so you guys can know what you're walking into when you read my books. Okay, before coming to this book that I'm working on. So, a Willow of Love and Tears on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being very spicy and 1 being not spicy at all, or on a scale of 0 to 5, with 0 being not spicy at all. A Willow, I would say I'll give it a 3. So it's just somewhere in the middle. It's not really, it's not explicit. So whatever most beautiful, I'll give it a 3. Nevaeh of Love and Tears, I would give it a 4.5 or a 5. Really, I would give it like a 4.5 or a 5. So it's like there, it's really the spice level. Under the Lesser Light, I would give it a 1. Because I think the most that they did was kiss. So Under the Lesser Light is very clean. It's a clean romance as far as like, sexual scenes and things like that. I'll give it a 1. With A Bride for the Prince, I would give that I think I would give that a 2. It's not spicy. It's not spicy at all. A Bride for the Prince. It's not spicy at all, but there is a sexual scene, but it's not explicit. It's not like there, like in the video of Love and Tears. It's kind of yeah, it's not like described or things like that. Even the video is not really described, to be honest, because the first version was really described. So I had to tone it down a little bit because I just really wasn't comfortable with it. I don't know what headspace I was in when I wrote that book. I did enjoy writing it. It's a really good book, in my opinion, and there are a lot of good reviews on there on Amazon. But A Bride for the Prince, I'll give it a 2 on the spice level. It's really not spicy. Um, what's the last book? What's the other one? To Love a Maiden. I'll give To Love a Maiden. I'll give it a 3-ish. Not because like the scene there. It's a there's a trigger warning there as well. Not to like spoil it, but there is a trigger warning there. And the scene there is not like a pleasure, enjoyable sex scene or whatever. It's more of like an abuse. Yeah. If you're thinking it, it's what you're thinking. So I'll give it a 3, not like a spice where it's pleasure and they're both like consent, but it's yeah, that book is kind of deep. So if you're going in there, know that there is that in that book. And I did say that I did put a warning that it's a content warning there, but I didn't like specifically go into it because I really don't want to spoil the book. I don't like spoiling. One thing I'm learning is I don't want to like. I will tell people like there's like mature themes. There's like a trigger warning there, so read with caution. Unless maybe they're like maybe a reader like personally specifically reaches out to me and maybe they say they ask me they wanted to just specifically know what it was and maybe I'll tell them in that scenario but like I will tell you that okay, it's a trigger warning there, like alcohol, abuse or something there. But I'm not gonna tell you exactly like alcohol abuse is like specific, but like you know what I mean, like I'll tell you like okay, it's a content warning there, trigger warning there, not suitable for people under this age, da 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 da. Um, but that's that. Now the book I'm working on is Dad's Best Friend Romance. You will think, okay, you know what? Mm, this Dad's Best Friend Romance, right? I'll give you a moment to answer. Do you think it's gonna be spicy or not? Like, just tell me what your first thought is, because I know there are other Dad's Best Friend romances on Amazon. I'm aware of them, and majority of the time they're always spicy. Maybe there's some that are not spicy, but what do you think this book? Just knowing, giving you that background of the kind of books that I write, some are spicy, some are not. What do you think this is gonna fall under on a scale of 1 to 5? I'll give you a moment to answer. Okay, so as of right now, it's looking like it's gonna be a clean romance. And I haven't said this to anybody, but it's looking like it's gonna be a clean romance with so much emotion, so much depth to it. Like this book is, like I said earlier, like I'm making it to be as realistic as I possibly can. Um, it's looking like it's gonna be a clean romance. I mean, there's gonna be kisses. There's gonna be at least a kiss scene, that's for sure, and it's gonna be good. But I going into this book, I don't think I had it in mind to put any like sexual scene or things there. I should have poured this tea before I started writing. I'm not even writing right now. But right now it's looking like it's gonna be a clean romance. Now I said right now because this is still the draft. When I'm going back to clean this up, polish this, do a third draft, do the rest of it. That might change, but if it does change, it's not going to be explicit sexual scene. I'll spice up the spice level a little bit if it does change, which I'm thinking um it might change. Don't take my word for it. In the final version of this book, it might change where it's not going to be explicit. Like I'm not going to describe things like that. If you know what I mean. Um, but I might imply certain things. I might put a little thing here and there. But if it does change, but as of right now, it's looking like it's a clean romance. But I'm gonna add a few things there to kind of spice it up a little bit. But I'm really enjoying it. It's romance, like core and core, the tension, it's there, the emotions are there, the pull, the drive and the pull is there, and I'm enjoying it. I know this is not the final version, but it's really looking good, and I'm really enjoying it so much. I'm like, okay, I don't want to derail from my original vision of this book. I don't want to make it something that it's not, just to please a certain group of people. I want to write this book the way I envision this book. And I think that's what's more important. Write a book that you envision, that you write that vision that you already have for that book. I mean, things are gonna change here and there because it's a journey for a book. You're with this characters. Things are gonna, you're gonna tweak things. You're gonna change. A lot of things are gonna might change, but it's like when you stick with that vision of the book, it's gonna come through in your writing. You're enjoying this book. This is what you wanted this book to be like, and to feel like, and to look like, and to read like. Okay, so that's that. I've spoken a lot. This vlog is gonna be really long. Hopefully you guys like this. I want to do another. I feel like I'm getting hungry. I might eat before like going to shower. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Um, I want to do a 10-minute sprint just because I want to wrap up this scene. I don't know if we'll finish this chapter, but we might finish the chapter. But I want to do a 10-minute sprint. Just 10 minutes. Um, 10 minutes. So right now we're starting with, 795 words, right? That's what we've written. So if I can get to at least 1,000, that'd be great. That'd be really good. So I'll do a 10-minute sprint, and yeah, I'll do a 10-minute sprint, and then yeah, yeah. So we're gonna do a 10-minute sprint right now. That's what we'll do. 10 minutes, and I'll see if I can finish this chapter. Okay. So time starts now. So we have 1,578 words. No, 1,550 words altogether. Let me show you guys. Yes, 1,550 words altogether. So I want to see. So we had 1,007 words. No, 795 words that we'd written. So let's see how many words we added. Okay. So I did 1,550 minus 795, and I had 755. And then I subtracted the starting word count that we had to begin with, which is 212. So which means I added 543 words in the span of 10 minutes, which is interesting. And it seemed like, I don't know, it just seems like which I think I knew this a while back. I figured this out, that I write more in the span of short writing sprints than longer ones. Because in the 20-minute sprint that we did, I did 795 words, right? In 20 minutes. And in 10 minutes, I was able to write at least 500 words. I was able to write 543. So going forward, I think I'm going to start doing 10-minute sprints because I feel like I just have this burst of words and burst of, I can do more. So we'll experiment with this a little bit and see how it works for the rest of the draft. As far as prints goes. But yeah, let's see how many words we've written today so far altogether. So it's gonna be 540, which I guess it's gonna be. Let's see. So it's gonna be. I started with it was 795 plus 543, 795 plus what we just saw 543. So that means we've written 1,338 words so far. Is it 543? I don't even know if I'm doing the math right. But we did. You know what? Let's go back. We started with 212 words. Let's do this again. So we're gonna do 1550 minus 212, which is what we started with. So 1550 minus 212 is the starting word count. Okay, that's about right. We did it right the first time. I just wanted to be sure. So today, in the span of 30 minutes, 20 minutes sprint plus the 10 minutes. So in 30 minutes, we were able to write 1,338 words. So at least I passed my 1,000 mark. So I need to do at least 1,000 words. So this is not too bad. It seems like the chapter has ended. Kind of like in a cliffhanger. So it feels too short for me. I feel like for each I don't really go by word count, but when I do turn on the word count feature on my Google Docs, I can't help but think about it. But when I don't like turn it on, obviously I'm just like I'm not thinking about a word count. So I think we're gonna stop this chapter here, but I'm pretty sure that when I'm revising, when I'm like going back to like smooth things up and like polish this manuscript, pretty sure we're probably gonna combine this chapter with the previous one. Either that or we might combine it with the next chapter, or it might just end up being this way. Just if it works out like this, if it makes sense. Right now, it's making sense. I'm just looking at the length, but I guess it really doesn't matter right now until like we're done with the whole draft. So I'm excited. Let me turn this thing. So yes, I'm excited. We've done. I didn't even drink my tea. Oh, it's already cold. I'm excited because we've added 1,338 words. I'm really glad that I did this sprint. I'm really glad I did this because I feel like I'm writing during the day. It's really good. So far we added 1,338 words. Oh, but altogether, since we started with 212, altogether we have 1,550 words. I don't know why I didn't think about that for this chapter. We have 1,550 words for this chapter. This vlog's already getting too long. It's going to like almost an hour. Can't believe I've been doing this for like an hour. So I'm gonna stop this. I'm excited because like I'm so close to finishing this book. I'm so close to finishing this book. So I'm gonna go make breakfast right now and then clean up and then go shower and then we're gonna have my Bible study because I want to be like cleaned and washed up when I have my Bible study. And then I might write some things on my calendar. Like I guys, I'm still debating if I want to do this pre-order and stuff. Like you guys know that I wanted this book to release this summer, but here we are still doing the second draft and it's August. And that's okay. I think this book is going to be released when it needs to be. That's why I'm so glad I didn't put a pre-order date, but I feel like setting up a pre-order and like, and just having the book there, like officially setting a pre-order date, putting the book on pre-order and having a release date, I feel like that it definitely helped me with my discipline level. And I don't think I have a problem with my discipline level. I think for the past maybe 2 weeks or so, or a week and a half. I've been really consistent with writing. And I think that's why it's going so good, and I'm enjoying the story because I'm just in this journey. I'm immersed in it. So I don't think I have a problem with that, but I feel like it'll help me go move a little faster if I have a release date. Like, okay, I've said it on Amazon, people know about this. I have to finish this book. But at the same time, I'm just like, what's holding me back is like, what if something happens? What if something pops up? For the past few months or so, things have been happening in my personal life and health things, and with loved ones, and that has kind of in a way set me back a little bit. So it made me glad that, okay, at least I did not set a release date for this book. And I've been using pre-order date in my videos. I mean release date. So I was glad that I did not, because I would have hated to push it back. I'm really glad I did not. So, but right now, I feel like I want to, not because, a part of me is like, okay, things can happen, but I don't want that to keep holding me back from doing this. But at the same time, I want to do something that is reasonable. I want to do something that I know for sure that this book is going to be out at this time. You know what I mean? I don't want to disappoint my readers. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, and disappoint myself too. So, and I know that Amazon is pretty, like, they're very, like, I think strict about like pre-orders and things. If you don't like meet up your release date, you cancel your pre-order, you push it back, kind of hurt you as the author, and I do not want that. And it's going to be my first pre-order thing set up if I do decide to do it. So today I want to work with some dates, some release dates. I want to kind of work with some release dates later on today. I'm going to probably do some writing and do other things. That's going to be like later on. But if I get too excited, I might start thinking about it before later on. So I think I'm going to debate. I'm going to check my calendar and see what's possible. So I don't think it's definitely going to be released in like the summer, which is going to end next month. So that's not even a part of it. Like, and hint, I don't know if I'm saying this, but I want to say it. The initial title that I have for this book before I started adding the other title options was, it had summer. The title had summer in it. I think because I was thinking I was going to release the book in this summer, but that's not going to happen. So whatever name title I choose for this book, it's not going to have summer in it. It might have summer, but like something of the past, like last summer or something like that. You know what I mean? But more than likely, it's not going to have that. Although majority of the book takes place in the summer, which is crazy. And I don't think I want to change it, and I don't think it really matters. So if I do go back, when I do go back and revise it, I might like take a little bit of the elements out of it, but I want to give people a sense of time anyway in the book, which I think is always helpful, so we can know what time, what time of day is the scene happening, or what day, what month, or whatever, what season, you know. So, yeah. So I'm gonna definitely work with some dates. I'm gonna debate on some possible dates, release date times. Uh, right now, to be honest, I'm thinking maybe, and I told my husband this. It was like asking me like about the book, and you know, which is really great that he just. I like it when he asks me about my books. Um, and he's read some of them. He's not big in romance, but whenever like I was writing on Wattpad, I would read the books to him. I would read the chapters to him even before I published it on Wattpad, which is crazy. Like he would like pretty much he was like an alpha reader ish, but he was also really enjoying the book, and he would like tell me what didn't sound right, and which was really helpful. It was really big. That was why I dedicated all of my books to him, because it was a big part of that process for me. Um, but it was asking me, when is this book going to be released and stuff, and that was getting me excited, but at the same time kind of scared, like, oh, man. Like someone else knows now about this book. I mean, you guys know I'm working on this book. I've been talking about it for a while now. But the unofficial, I told him, okay, I'm looking at November, um, which is in 3 months, and that is so close. And I'm still on the second draft. I don't even know if that's going to be possible. I think if I set a release date, it'll force me to do this thing, have a third draft done, by the end of, maybe by the middle of next month, and start looking for a developmental editor or a manuscript critique, and someone to read this over with and tell me what I need to work on, and start working on that. I don't think I want to release this in December, because I feel like in December people are expecting like more of like a Christmas read. I don't, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Like, do you care what like season like you reading the book? Like, if say if I, hypothetically speaking, if I do release this book in December and it has nothing to do with Christmas, and my husband and I we're like moving forward, we're not going to be celebrating Christmas. That's another topic. But like, would you guys care, like, if it's not a Christmas book but it's released in December? You know what I mean? Um, so I don't want it to be during the holidays, because I feel like people are going to be expecting like holiday centered books, and they might just be like, okay, they will leave this for the summer. You know what I mean? So, and then part of me is like thinking that's why I wanted the book to be released in the summer, because it's like it has a summer, like, it happen majority of the plot happens in the summer, like 95% of the plot, maybe all, you know. And I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna make sense to release you know this kind of book in December. Like, if people are gonna want to read it, even if I do release it in December, like, it's not going to have a Christmas vibe to it. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just kind of tricky. So with that being said, I was also considering moving the release date to next year, and I know that wasn't something that I thought I was going to consider. Like, I was really like, okay, this book is going to come out this year, no matter what. But I was really, and Regina Most Beautiful, which is the second standalone book in the Most Beautiful series, the first of which is A Will About Most Beautiful. That book has to come out next year, because I published the first one last year, and next year's gonna make it 2 years. I'm like, I don't want people to wait too long. Even if it's a standalone, it's not going to, it's not going to, it doesn't have to be read in order, right? But I still want the release, date to be like, not too far apart. So that book is gonna come out next year. I'm done with the first draft of that book. I just have to go back and um start a second draft and rewrite a lot of things. So it's not like I'm gonna be starting from scratch, which is good, because I already have something that I'm gonna be working on. So I was hoping that I was gonna release this book, this one, this year. So I'm so a few things that I have in mind. November, like before the start of the holidays. I'm talking about like the first or the second week of November, or if not November, maybe March of next year, which is gonna be so far. Um, and and if I do release it, if I release this in November, I'm gonna release Regina Most Beautiful probably next year in August. By this time next year, or in July. That's the plan. July or August next year. It's gonna be sometime in the summer. But if I release this book in March, then I would have to push Regina Most Beautiful. Unless I work on that Regina Most Beautiful alongside this one, and I do like a quick release of that one and still release that one in July or August. But ideally, I feel like if I release this book that I'm working on in March of 2026, Regina Most Beautiful, ideally what I think I might do, I'm more inclined to do, would probably be pushed a little further. So it might be like in October of next year or something, you know? And I really, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to be done with this book so I can just focus on Regina Most Beautiful and have that released in July or August of next year. Like, if I can set a release date for this book and I know that I can meet that, I'm going to also set a release date for Regina Most Beautiful, like at the same time, and have people just go pre-order and just get people excited and start marketing the book and start getting people excited about the books. So so these are like the two projects that I'm really, really working on, and I really want to just, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. If I think that at the end of this draft, think I'll know for sure. Like, I'm hoping that I will know for sure when I want this book to be released, and just set a release date and just work with that. I think that's going to really help me as well a lot. It might put a little bit of pressure on me to have the book ready by then, have the cover. I haven't even had the cover made, which ideally I don't want to do the cover or anything yet, or at least I don't want to do the paperback cover. Maybe I can do the ebook cover, but then again, I'm not even sure of the title of the book yet. So having the title is something that's very important to me, and I don't want to, really have the title yet until I'm done. I mean, I know where the book is going, so ideally I can probably pick a title right now, honestly, like, because I know what needs to happen in the book to finish the book. You see what I mean? I don't think I'm looking at the camera. So just putting everything in. I don't want to get overwhelmed with everything, but I want to set a release date because I want to get people excited, about this book. And I don't want to wait until like it's releasing like in a few days. Oh, I have a book coming out in a few days, Hey. But I want to make sure I want to set the excitement, around it, and start reaching out to influencers and things like that. And that's going to be later on, reaching out to that. I want to make sure I want to finish this book. The most important thing is finishing this book, to be honest. I can finish this book and I know that, okay, I have something that I'm working with, and that's the most important thing, finishing the book. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that I can release this book in November. That'd be a miracle. That'd be a miracle. Because I want to release one book in November, and knowing that, okay, going into next year, I'm working on Regina's book, and have that released sometime around this time next year. And after that, I have so many other projects that I have, like so many ideas that for books that I want to work on, but I don't want to do them. I just write down the ideas, but I don't want to work on them until I'm done with this book and Regina Most Beautiful. After everything, I had to pause on the book that I was working on my website in serialized format, which if you've been reading and following that, you know that, I would release a chapter like either every other week or so, but I had to pause on that because I'm like, okay, I really want to focus on this book and Regina Most Beautiful. After this book, I will take a break after the release of this book, probably do a lot of more marketing, but I think I want to take a break and finish up the book on my website that I paused, which, that's not going to be a long book. It's just, something on my website. I was enjoying the story when I had the idea for it, and, I liked the idea for it and I was writing it. So I had to pause on that so I can finish this book. Once I finish this one, I will go back and finish that one on my website. So you guys that are following, please just hang in there with me. I will finish the book. I'm not somebody who likes to leave things unfinished. I will finish it. And when I do that, then that's just me taking a break before jumping back to Regina Most Beautiful book and working on that. But this is kind of like a writing priority for me right now. It's finishing this book and having it ready to publish either in November, or it's not going to be the end of the world. Maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. So you guys, thank you so much. I know this was a really long vlog. It's going to be a lot of editing. But guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Again, all of my links are in the description box below. Also, I should have said this earlier. I have a free downloadable checklist for writing and publishing your book. It's a free checklist. It helps you with from the start of like getting your idea and working with your idea and writing, editing, drafting your book and everything, all the way to the publishing part of the process. I have a checklist that can help you as you write your book. Whether you're a beginning writer or you've been writing for a while, it's gonna really help you. So it's in the description box below. It's a free downloadable checklist for writing and publishing your book. You can go there and click on it and download your copy of that free checklist, or you can comment down below that you want a checklist and I'll send it to you. I'll send a direct link to you. Also, for those who don't know, I'm also a developmental editor and a ghostwriter and a line editor and a copy editor. So if you need help with any of those services, let me know. I also help with proofreading and also with manuscript critique. So if you need help with that, I've worked with a few authors since I really started this journey of editing. So if you need help with any of those services, feel free to comment down below. I'm serious, or you need help with any something, and I will send you the direct link, or you can just go straight to the description box below. I have a link that will take you directly to my services, and you can book what you need help with. And I cannot wait to work with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know a lot of this is mostly sit down, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog and all my rambling and everything. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go have breakfast, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm definitely going to be writing again sometime today. I'm going to be writing because I'm excited. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for hanging with me, and all the links in the description box below. Thank you so much. Keep writing, guys, and keep believing. Bye, guys.